let's learn some Nuxt3 version 3. This is the version, the official website of Nuxt3. So let's get started. To be able to use Nuxt3, you have to have the latest version of Node.js. You can download here. It have in the website. And for the code editor, you can use any you prefer, but I will use VS Code and the Voila extension. I have it here. Voila. Here. So let's install Nuxt. To install Nuxt3, type npm Nuxt3 init and the name of the project. Let's learn Nuxt. Let's go to that project. We use the VS Code instance and let's see. There got to be some more episodes, so let's do some git and add some branch to it for each episode. So git init. Now it's a main branch. But let's just don't care about it first and see what we have to do next. After we create a project, go to that project and install a dependency. Yarn install. Next, we will need some Tailwind CSS. So let's add it. If you want to see the blog about Tailwind CSS, there's a blog from Nuxt3, Tailwind CSS with Nuxt3 from Nuxt3. Here, I have to add Tailwind to CSS to the project. But now our dependency is installed. Let's run it to see what we get. Run yonder. It's just to open the browser, but I don't want to open it manually. The call 3000, and we got this. This is a welcome component from Nuxt.js by default. From here, the welcome. Let's delete this and write hello world. So we'll get hello world. Now we can add CSS to start that. I will use Tailwind. So let's get some Tailwind. They use yarn install. They use npm, but I will use yarn. So yarn add. Copy this. C and enter. Now we got Tailwind CSS, post CSS, and auto prefixer. But now it didn't work. It won't work because we haven't had any configuration for Nuxt3 node. So let's create Tailwind config here npx Tailwind CSS init. We will get the tailwind.config.js for configuration here, and for I think this is the old version. We have purge, but here is the content. And the content is the list of string, the path to the file or the directory that contain any file that use Tailwind CSS class. So for now we only have app.view that we want to use Tailwind, so just app.view to the content, and we don't have to follow this, but we have to create this to get it to work. Go to my config, no, not yet. Create the file first. Assets CSS. You can name anything you want. You can name main.css, but I just use only Tailwind, so that's Tailwind.css. After we create it, we can add some kind of list. Tailwind base, Tailwind component, Tailwind with ready. Done. And in my config, we have to specify, as I mentioned here, CSS and the link to our Tailwind CSS. And for CSS config, I have to add it in BL. For CSS, more. For CSS option, plugin. We have Tailwind CSS and auto prefixer. And now we done. So we can use some Tailwind class in here. Control space to see recommendation, and let's put the width full screen and background gray 800. Let's see. No, we didn't start a server. Oh my. Now it's running. And now Tailwind works. So for the content that we add to Tailwind, if we don't specify the content, it will not work. Let's say if I delete this and I save, it will not work anymore. I give the content, it will work because it will find f.view, and if you have extra file like component and then you have a lot of component in the component folder, you can specify component file and folder and file.view. So when you create a component, you can use Tailwind as class too. And I think that's it for the first episode, but before we finish, let's make some commit in a project, and it will be the now we push it. Now let's push it to GitHub, as I have signed in with GitHub and another, but I have GitHub signed in, so I can push it. Learn back to public repository so we can access. Let's see. Learn Nuxt. Yes, it. Now we get it here. That's it.